People are weird. There are two kinds of weird. The first kind is restraining order, stay away from Chuck E. Cheese weird. The second is a kinda cute, take them on a date but never call them again weird. This story is the second kind. Do you guys remember B-Movie? Yeah, me neither. DreamWorks' strange Jerry Seinfeld vehicle about a bee who sues the human race for all the honey in the world came and went with little, wait for it, Jake, buzz. It left an impression on someone though, just take a look at this. That's a shirt of the entire script of B-Movie printed for wearable use. You can't read any of it or anything, it's just kinda there. I'm expecting Hot Topic to order about 2,000 of these. It's really hip.
Sample?
The next, we'll say curious, idea for a film is the video game adaptation of classic cash cow Sonic the Hedgehog. The company Sega has joined forces with Sony Pictures to blend a mix of live action and animation for the beloved Hedgehog's feature film. Skepticism is normal, however, because it does in fact sound like Sega is trying to revive Sonic due to the failure of the latest video game, and they chose Sony as a partner. You know, the guys who did Pixels, Paul Blart, the not-so-amazing Spider-Man, Smurfs. Okay, so I only listed some of the bad ones. But Sony's pretty damn inconsistent with their good and bad films. And seeing that Alvin the Chipmunks and Garfield are examples of animation and live-action combos, this doesn't sound so hot for our Speedy Hedgehog, as he is expected to sprint, or roll, I guess, into theaters sometime in 2018.
Sonic the Hedgehog runs 6 feet per second but is nearly blind. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Our trend of splitting a final installment in a popular young adult franchise into 2 parts has reaped some financial benefit, but ultimately, doesn't it seem a little pointless? It leaves studios open to issues like this next story. Robert Schweinke, who directed last year's Insurgent and this year's Allegiant for Lionsgate, has dropped out of the final film of the Divergent franchise Ascended. Why, you ask? Well, it's time to spend time with his family. Very respectable request, but that leaves Lionsgate scrambling for their June 9th, 2017 planned release date for Ascended.
You ready?
It's time.
The second news story is about an 8th installment in a franchise, but we're actually kind of excited about it. Furious 7 was quite the hit, and don't expect the engine of the Fast and Furious franchise to quit roaring anytime soon. Fast 8 is already in the works, and casting for their lead villain has begun. Charlize Theron has already proved she can handle action and car chases in 2015's Mad Max, so she's kind of a perfect fit here. Not to mention she's a total badass in it too. Although if she is cast in the role, I hope they utilize her way more than they did Luke Evans and Jason Statham from the last 2 films. And Statham will appear in this one, by the way. But anyway, expect Fast 8 to do some insane, preposterous car stunt that'll make us all poop our pants in astonishment come April of 2017.
Anyway, this past Sunday was Super Bowl 50, and you know what that means? Horrifying things like this.
Man, I might just chill tonight.
Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby.
Jake, I'm just curious. Do they send the ad executives out in the desert for 5 days with no food or water? Because that's a fever dream. Besides introducing the star of my nightmares and Kim Jong-un's fantasies, the Super Bowl also means new looks at some of the biggest movies of the upcoming spring and summer. On the spring front, the biggest look came from Disney's The Jungle Book.
The jungle is no longer safe for you.
But this is my home.
Only man can protect you now.
Poor, sweet little cub. What are you doing so deep in the jungle?
You are a man cub who wants to live in a jungle.
How do you know that?
Kid, I got ears. My ears got ears. Only I can protect you.
Forget about your worries and strife.
What's that?
That's a song about the good life.
And from the summer, we got new looks at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Independence Day 2, and our first look at the creatively titled 5th installment of the Bourne franchise, Jason Bourne. The biggest spot, as expected, was Marvel's new look at Captain America: Civil War.
United, we stand. United, we stand. United, we fall. Divided, we fall.
chose the wrong side.
More offense than the Panthers. The Jungle Book slithers into theaters in April, and Civil War comes close behind in early May.